Harry, what are you doing?
Huge show tonight, Amanda. We have Aaron Wise is on the show. He won the NCAA individual title, of course the team title. He was the medalist at Canadian Tour School. He just won his sectional. So tonight, it's all about winners. And I thought I'm going to bring some of my own trophies in, to celebrate champions tonight on Callaway Live. So I've got my King trophy here. That was a big one. That's real plastic. And of course my Emmy.
Wait, but that's not yours.
Well, we're one team here, so, Newbarth didn't mind. And then, this one's a big one. 3rd place egg toss, 8th grade field day. Funny story about this one. It was a rainy day that day. And, there's nothing worse than rain on an egg toss. But my mom said to me, focus, be patient, and you will find your way to the podium. And so I grabbed the egg, I put it on.
Okay, I get it. You're really proud of this trophy, but don't you have a show to go do?
Oh, live show? No script? Show of champions? What could possibly go wrong? You're too kind. You are too kind. Thank you. This is Callaway Live. I'm Harry Arnett. Tonight is a night of champions. Do you guys like that? Yes. We'll go with that. We're going to get that legally approved or rejected like most things do around our office. How's everybody doing? Look at this crowd. This is a crazy crowd. This is an Aaron Wise crowd, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah? Yes. It's going to be a great night tonight. It's U.S. Open week. And you guys remember, I think the biggest thing we did on the show last year, if you guys remember this, we were the first show of any type. Any show can get, champions or U.S. Open people or whatever. We're the only show that actually had the U.S. Open venue on the show. Do you remember that when we talked to Chambers Bay last year? A little controversial. So tonight we thought, who better to talk about the event this week at Oakmont but Oakmont itself. We have Oakmont on the telephone. Oakmont, how are you, sir? Hold on, I'm going to pull out my clearly not prepared in advance questions for you. Oakmont, what have you got in store this week for the U.S. Open contestants, my friend?
Well, let me see. My greens are firmer than a $10 mattress. They're harder to read than Moby Dick. And faster than a box of donuts goes at Fat Camp. I've got rough that puts you on the bullet train to double bogey land, or worse. And my fairways have more slopes than an Austrian ski resort. And from tee to green, I'm longer than a bad opera.
Wow, that's a lot to pack in on a U.S. Open week.
U.S. Open week? That's every week, son.
I guess we're in for a memorable tournament. Thanks, Oakmont.
Hey, anytime, Harry. And hey, sorry about that 98 I laid on you the last time you were out here.
Hey, not cool. Thanks for bringing that up. I really appreciate it. Hey, really quick before we let you go, you have more insight than anyone. Who do you think's going to win this week?
That's easy. The guy who drives it best, hits his irons best, putts the best, and gets up and down from everywhere.
Oh, that's it? Nobody can do that.
Exactly. Which means nobody wins except me. I'm winning this week.
Thank you. Yeah. Throw that away. Yeah, that was the totally unprepared, totally impromptu questions for Oakmont and world's worst scary laugh, if I do say so myself. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. Aaron Wise is going to be right here. Don't go anywhere. Thank you.
Virgil Herring here with another Callaway 30 Seconds to Better. One of the most important things in understanding the wedge play is that your club face is the paintbrush. So if we want to hit a low shot, we're going to choose to cock the golf club and de-loft it. And we come through, we're going to turn the face down to add a little bit of draw spin on it so it hits and takes off. So here we go. We get set up. Put the face back. Rotate it through on the way through. Excellent.
All right, that was an abrupt finish. Abrupt stop. All right. Welcome back to Callaway Live. This is a Champions Week on U.S. Open Week. Can we call it that? Our guest tonight electrified. Yes, I said electrified. Electrified the home crowd at Eugene Country Club. Not only did he win the individual NCAA title, but then he led his team to the team title. And I believe that's the first time that's ever happened where the individual led the team. And if it's not, don't double check that because I'm going with it. Please welcome to our show tonight, Aaron Wise. Hey,
Good, how are you?
We're rocking it out. Good to see you. That was a nice throw. Have a seat.
Thank you.
When will you stop smiling when you hear people introduce you as the NCAA champion?
I don't think that'll ever get old.
Ever?
Ever.
Let's try it again. NCAA champion, Aaron Wise. Oh, yeah. There we go. So what was that like? I can't remember watching a college event so intently with not just the individual title, but obviously the team title as well. You just looked like unflappable. Even when you kind of got yourself in a little trouble on 18 on the last hole, and the announcers were saying, of course, you weren't watching any of this. Maybe you were.
I haven't watched it.
Could have been. The announcer's like, oh, he's really got no shot here, and he just took, I think it was like a wedge or something, right over a tree and hit it to like 20 feet.
Yeah.
Unflappable, but you had to be nervous.
I was a little nervous, obviously, having the home crowd out there, but, all week long kind of felt like a Ryder Cup, and what you imagine, just having all those people out there rooting for the Ducks and only the Ducks. So it was awesome, and, what an experience.
And how was it with the teammates? Was it just, what was it like at night as you guys ascended up the normal leaderboard? It's like they were keeping it all nice. There's no nothing. Everything was fine, okay? This crowd lets their mind wander.
Dirty minds.
But what was it like at night, kind of when you guys were hanging out after night after night after night and keep advancing? Because you guys were kind of underdogs.
Yeah, the first day we didn't play very well, and everyone was kind of down in the dumps, and then the second round we came out and played well, and every day thereafter it was just like, wow, this can kind of happen. And every day we just kept gaining more and more belief in ourselves and realizing this stuff like this can actually happen. The Oregon Ducks can win a national championship, and to go on and do what we did as a team, and for Solomon to make those putts he did, and the second to last and the last match is just absolutely incredible. And
are you a vocal guy with the team, like firing guys up? Because I even saw after your match you were walking around, obviously, as the the last matches on in the championship came down to the wire. Are you a guy that kind of works with the team?
I'm pretty shy normally, but once I get to know people, and obviously once I get into competition, I become a pretty loud guy, and I have a lot of energy out there, and if I can pump up the guys, I'm going to do it.
I said before the show, right before it came out, I was like, hey, do you just want to poke your head out and just see the crowd just so you're not, worried about how big the crowd is? He's like, no, I'll be all right. little easier than making a putt that matters for a national title or a team title, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
And then you rolled right through that momentum after that to go to your sectional qualifier, and you won that thing.
Yeah. I did.
You were there, right?
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was there.
So were you actually relaxed during that? Were you sort of like freewheeling, let's see what happens, or did you get nervous as you went into that 36-hole day too?
Yeah, obviously that's a big day qualifying for the Open, and it's the longest day in golf, and it really is. It's a grind, and I didn't get off to a great start, and obviously it was a little different coming from the energy and excitement of winning a national championship to no one's out there and you're out there on your own with your caddy trying to play golf. But got things going in the back part of that second nine and made 7 birdies on that second nine, which is awesome. Really got me going, and finished it off in style. And at the end I had a little crowd going, so I got a little energy in there, and it was a lot of fun.
So 7 out of 9 holes you birdied. What happened on the other 2, dude? Come on.
Can't be perfect,
You got to bring it to the house, my friend. Yeah. So did you draw on the experience from the NCAA or your college as you were going through that day to sort of stay patient and in the round?
Got a lot of confidence from everything, I played in the U.S. Open qualifier 2 years ago as a 17-year-old, and I remember just thinking to myself, how am I ever going to compete with these guys? They're so much bigger, so much better, and then, 2 years later, and I'm out there thinking, I'm kind of the guy everyone's chasing, so it's pretty cool. But, you know, it's amazing how that transition happened so quickly in only 2 years.
Yeah, are you nervous for this week at the U.S. Open at all? I know the golf course is probably unlike anything you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's going to be, you know, an event unlike I've ever seen. So, you know, I wouldn't say I'm nervous right now. I'm more excited just to get out there and see what it has to offer.
I think if you can win a national title wearing a shirt that had a bunch of trees on it, I don't see how you can't compete this week at the U.S. Open.
We rock the tree shirt. You can't deny that.
All right, well, I know that Amanda got to spend a little time with you today on a new segment we like to call Shots Fired.
Yeah,
I think this is our debut, is it
This is the premiere of Shots Fired, so we figured what better guy to make really, really uncomfortable than the newest member of Team Callaway, who's naturally very shy, right? That's perfect. So what we did is we went to the people closest to you, and we asked, what are the most embarrassing stories you can give us about Aaron? And I gotta say, they were really quick to give it up. Like, we did not have to ask them very, very many times. So check out Shots Fired. Here's how it works. We're gonna ask you 4 questions, but he has a chance to get out of it if he hits his target. Check it out. Welcome into Shots Fired. Our latest victim, Aaron Wise, the newest member of Team Callaway. Welcome.
Thank you very
Also
much.
an NCAA champion. A lot of great things happening for you lately. We're so happy for you to be here, but I don't know how happy you're going to be. So we have 4 very uncomfortable questions for you. What we dug deep, people close to you in your life gave us embarrassing stories. So we're going to take you into an Oakmont type scenario, give you a 100-foot putt. If you knock it into that target, you get to throw out 2 questions. You do it again, you throw out all 4. You ready to go?
I am.
All right. We gave you no warm-ups, by the way.
None. I don't need any. We're good. Not Oakmont speed.
All right, we left it very short, which makes me very happy because that means we get to ask some questions. So come back in here. So I'll let you pick. So here are your topics: culture, go low, Pac-12, or say what? What 2 would you like to answer?
We'll go with go low and Pac-12.
All right, go low. Here you go. Tell us about your most disappointing 66 in your college career. This is from Coach Casey Martin. He said we got to ask you about it.
Yeah, it was Hawaii, my first freshman year. I had 66 and I got dropped, and at that time I had a huge rivalry with our other freshman, Hurley. And I eagled my last hole to shoot 66, and he ended up finishing birdie to beat me by 1. So that was obviously, you know, all fun and games, but I actually ended up winning the tournament, which is awesome, and to hold an NCAA record with the team is pretty cool.
All right, Pac-12. When you returned from Pac-12s last year, what did you do with your 2nd place trophy? This is from roommate Hurley Long.
Let's just say it's not around anymore. It's off the street in Eugene somewhere. I was driving home and Mav just railed me at Pac-12, so I kind of tossed it out the window a little aggressively, and it went flying and shattered into pieces.
You don't like to lose, do you? All right, 2 more questions remain. If you don't hit your target,
We'll hit this one a little harder.
oh no. Well, it was better.
We'll go with the last 2
It was
questions.
better. All right, so here we go. This is my favorite question we have. What happened in high school that turned you off from German exchange students forever?
Wow. He's really bringing them all out, huh? There was this girl, Melissa, who I really liked, and she decided to leave me for a German guy.
Oh, Melissa, no.
It was hilarious because apparently Hurley knew him pretty well because they were from 20 minutes from each other. So I was all upset and ranting to him one night, and he was like, "Hey, I know that kid," and it was just, he'll never let that one go, that's for sure.
All right, last question, say what? You've been known to say some pretty confident things about being on the PGA Tour. What did you tell your swing coach? Why is college so much tougher than playing on the PGA Tour?
I don't remember. I don't know this one at all.
You don't know this one? He said you could not wait. Well, for a couple reasons. First of all, you couldn't wait to get to the PGA Tour because when you hit it into the junk, you have a million people there to help you find your ball,
yeah.
right? And you also can't wait to hit it into the bleachers.
And be able to drop right by the green.
All right, well, you kind of did survive.
I did.
Shots fired. Was it as bad as you thought it was going to be?
No.
Melissa, I think you made a huge mistake. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so happy that you're a part of Team Callaway.
All right. Shots fired.
All right, so I hope you guys liked it. So this segment is something that we're going to be doing a lot of live. We had a lot of them with Henrik Stenson, Mark Leishman, Danny Willett. So a lot of those coming up soon exclusively on our Apple TV. But Aaron, I have to ask you, how soon after that segment ended did you text your old college roommate and say, dude, come on?
I haven't texted him yet.
You had? Oh, God, I'm glad I didn't bet on that.
He was giving up a lot of information.
And he actually gave us like 6 more stories. We had to limit it because it was only 4 questions, and we had to get a lot of people in. But
I told you there was a rivalry.
So, So, Harry, what did you think of this segment? You think this is good, or you think we're going to scare all of our players away?
And Aaron, this is, we're a company full of surprises. Joining us now on the phone, Melissa. I'm just kidding. I bet you she'd like that one back, huh, Amanda? But, and you're going to have more chances to talk about your roommate, I'm guessing, than he does over the next 24 months. So revenge is a dish best served cold.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when did you decide that, or know that this is what you wanted to do for a living?
It's kind of been always something I've worked towards. And obviously, going through school and stuff, school got really, really hard. And I wanted to go into a law degree. And the time constraints for doing both school and golf just came way too much. So I talked to my family and a bunch of, people close to me, and kind of over winter break, we decided, once summer comes, we'll finish out this term, because obviously the opportunity to play a national championship on your home course is something you're never going to give up. But once that was over, it kind of made sense for me to move on, and, I can always go back to school if I need to, and even if I keep playing great golf, I can still go and finish my schooling. But it was kind of just the right time to try to take golf to the next level.
Well, you get older and they stay the same age, right? If you go back to school, is that from Dazed and Confused? I know, I'm showing how old I am. Yeah, Aaron's like, what? What is that? It's great. How do you think? How different do you? Don't judge me, Aaron. What do you think is going to be the biggest transition from being a professional versus being an amateur, college golfer?
Just dealing with the time constraints, and obviously you can't focus on golf all the time. There's other things you have to deal with, and that'll probably be the biggest part. But I'm excited to do it, and the opportunities out there are obviously great, and I'm ready to go out there and try to do my best.
What's like a normal practice day for you? Are you somebody that likes to spend a ton of time out at the range banging balls, or do you prefer being on the course?
Kind of both. I'll spend probably an hour and a half maybe on the range, and then go play 9 holes, and then come back and work on what I need to work on. If there's something that's bugging me or something I don't feel is where it needs to be, then I work on that after the 9 holes. Yeah,
so you could kind of see here at Callaway, especially here at Callaway Live, a little bit of a college atmosphere. Am I right? You can see some people that have overindulged in the back. That's kind of where I was going. Is that done with the keg stand back there? You guys done? Okay. So one of the things that we do here, especially for all new people to the team, just like is a little hazing. And so tonight we're going to do our version of some rookie hazing, and we are going to make you sing the Callaway fight song.
Awesome.
Are you ready for it? Okay. So everybody here obviously knows the Callaway fight song. Everybody stand up, and we're gonna hand you here, and you'll notice that this song was written many, many years ago, and the tune of it is very similar to "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," Aaron.
Nice.
So on the count of 3, and this is a very patriotic Callaway crowd, we're gonna let you lead us into the Callaway fight song.
Even
ready?
Better.
A 1, a 2, a 3. I'm gonna crush it with Callaway. This is terrible. I'm gonna hit the ball long. With Bertha and Chrome Soft, I'll shoot lower scores. While they keep building Walmart, 2 my drives and yours. No brand is more innovative. Now they're part of my golf DNA. 'Cause I'm longer and straighter and better whenever I play with Callaway. All right. Excellent. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron Weiss, everyone. Thanks, everybody, for being here. The great shows we did. We'll see you again in August on Callaway Live. Good luck this week. Aaron's going to win this week. Thanks, everybody. Let's take them out. One more time. I'm going to crush it with Callaway. I'm going to hit the ball up. Get the camera off me. I'll shoot lower score. I sure hope they call.